So you are a UFC fighter. You worked your whole life, a lot of hard work and dedication. You finally made it. You're in the UFC. You get handed a title shot, and an interviewer asks you, "How does it feel to be in Miami? And how do you feel about your opponent?" And all you can come up with is, "Oh yeah, I mean, I really look forward to it. I really respect him. He's a great person. We're gonna find out Saturday night who's the better fighter, and yeah, I'll see you guys then." Woo! That is approximately 7 pay-per-views sold, maybe. The UFC has a serious trash talking issue, and it's annoying. It's really annoying. And Kayla Harrison kind of exposed this, and she has shown what should be done to promote fights. All right, but before we get into it, welcome to my channel. If you want a fun MMA channel to invest in, not just watch but invest in, subscribe, because once I, hopefully, if I ever get enough influence, I will, like, I have this life mission to prove that an MMA YouTuber can sell more pay-per-views than these people here. Okay? Like, seriously, just give me one fight. I would sell more pay-per-views. And trust me, Dana White would sign an MMA YouTuber with enough influence, because the MMA YouTubers you watch now, they're never gonna fight. And they can right now with their influence. They'll never fight in the UFC. They're too scared to. But I still like watching them though. Alright, so here's an example of what you should do. Now, a lot of people give Conor McGregor shit for being drunk, whatever. But here's the thing. Oh, let's start with this one. If Conor McGregor just came onto the UFC scene, and we'll get to the press conference with Kayla Harrison in a second, guys. All right. If Conor McGregor came onto the scene and his name was, what's an Irish name? Irwin, I don't know, Irwin something. And this is Irwin here. And they ask Irwin, "Hey, so what do you think of Ilya Topuria? He's a good matchup for you. He's in your division. You ever think of going and, or he's a division lower than you. You ever think of going and fighting him? You guys have like a similar fighting style." If this new Irish fighter said this, I'll play it.
You think you would beat Ilya Top Toro? I'd grab him by the scruff of the chest and slap that little nose off him, yeah? Little ding-dong of a thing he is, yeah? I'm fucking Spanish. I'm in Marbella, bro, yeah? I'm in Marbella at the bare knuckle stall, and let's see what's what. We'll bounce in the yoke, have a bare knuckle. You little fool, I'll cave your head in. You little short-ass thick, I'll box your jaw in. On site. I'm in Marbella, Spain, yeah? I'm in Marbella, Spain, October 12th at the bare knuckle. Stall it, bro, yeah? See what happens here. See what happens here when you cross me, bro. You come across me. How do you...
Trash talk like this, you'll never find this from any active fighter in the UFC. But they should be talking like this. They really should be talking like this. This right here, at the press conference, at the 307 press conference, if this random Irish fighter right here talked like this UFC card that might be selling maybe 300,000 would be up to like at least 500,000, 500,000, just from this trash talk alone. Really. Now, what we have currently of the UFC active fighters is someone like this.
Oh, hey, what's up? Connor, how many times are we going to do this? You start calling my name out, I clap back, then you go missing again. Let's stop this game, bro. We know you're not coming back to fight it. We know you need help. You haven't won a fight since 2020. The last Muslim fighter you sent location, he sent you to the hospital. So stop doing this to yourself, bro. You don't want this to happen again. I'd rather help you than fight you, bro. But if you do want to fight, Dana, hit my line.
Dana's not going to hit your line. No one's hitting your line. You fell for it. Connor's been doing this for 10 years, trying to just get attention from active champions, and you fell for it. You should have done reverse psychology and said, "No, I'm not fighting you. You're a bum." But they're stupid. I'm telling you. I'll always say this. Most of these fighters are just stupid, okay? All right, we're going to get into the press conference, guys. If not, you can skip ahead. We'll get to Kayla Harrison. Just one more thing I want to add. This is how you promote a fight.
Oh, he's woeful. I want to fight him. Yeah, let's schedule Okay, Chandler's match. Bilal McGregor, UFC welterweight world title fight on the line. I've knockouts, multiple knockouts in at 170. I'm a force to be reckoned with at 170. I do damage at 170, yeah? Check the stats. So I've done them at 100% accuracy. This man hasn't even got a knockdown in UFC history. Not one knockdown. It's embarrassing, to be honest, you know. Kind of slow a roll on a person, yeah, because you just don't give a bollocks. They're all bombs in the thing. There's not, you don't be interested. Come to me, boy.
They're all bombs.
What do you think about Bilal Muhammad as a champ?
Yeah, that's how you call out. Bilal's call out versus Connor's. Connor's you'll never find from an active fighter ever. And I don't understand why. Just talk shit. They're all bombs of a thing, yeah. All right. We get to the press conference. We'll start with Khalil Roundtree. All right. Let's see his great response here. Guys, I'm about to go to, where is it, ESPN right now? I'm about to buy that pay-per-view. No, UFC.com. I'm about to go there and buy this pay-per-view because of this.
To beat a guy who's knocking everyone out that everyone says is this monster, would it be extra special to beat someone like Alex?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at the guy's record. Look at what he's done. Look where he's
already just giving compliments.
Positioned himself. So yeah, it would be extra sweet. It would mean a lot. It'd be major.
There's been a lot of talk about wrestling and striking in this fight and about who's going to shoot for takedowns.
If I beat him, it would mean a lot. It'd be major. It'd mean a lot. Dude. These fighters have to be the most lucky, privileged people in the world. Imagine getting paid to work out and exercise, and then going to work 2 to 3 times a year, gaining popularity, and collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars. Oh, but you get punched.
Stuff, but you are the longer serving MMA fighter. Wouldn't it benefit you to go in there and try and grapple him and maybe beat him in that way? Yeah, so I'd love to be able to speak on this, publicly. When I was asked the question by Michael Bisping early on, if I would change my game plan to secure the win, the main thing that I was trying to say is that I've worked myself hard enough to get to this point till now.
Okay, you worked yourself hard enough to get to this point. You want to win, so let's formulate a game plan to win.
Would not make sense to switch who I am as a fighter.
This is what I mean. They are all dumb. They're all stupid. Most of them.
To completely switch the game plan just to secure a win.
Completely switch the game plan to secure a championship title, which will set your family up for life. Would it make sense? Okay.
The main reason that I've always wanted this fight, really, is for the fans. You got 2 of the best strikers in the world going at it. And that's what I want to give the fans. That's what I want to give you guys. So for you guys to be anyone who's fans of me.
What is happening right now is Khalil Roundtree is a soy boy, and he wants people to like him. That's why you can see his eyes. He keeps looking at the crowd after saying what he's saying. And he's saying that, I don't want to make a boring fight. I want to make an exciting fight for the fans, for you guys. You're not even a top striker in the world. And he says it's the top strikers in the world. You're not.
I'm like, it's MMA, and Alex has said it before. It's MMA. Anything can happen. But what I'm trying to make sure that everybody knows is that when I step in there, you get to expect the best version of me. And the best version of me is not someone who switches my plan and then out of nowhere in my career decides to become a wrestler. So that's kind of like, I'm just trying to make that point clear.
It's not out of nowhere. You're fighting Alex Pereira. He's going to knock you out. He's basically saying, please like me and please buy my pay-per-view to see me get knocked out. Like, he has to know.
Question for Kayla Harrison.
This guy's whispering to his girlfriend. He's getting knocked out. This guy right here. Oh.
And Kayla, obviously, you've come into the UFC.
There we go back. Hey, guy.
Question for...
Yeah, he's getting knocked out.
For Kayla Harrison. Kayla, obviously you've come into the UFC with so much hype, and it seems like everyone wants to push you into this title picture as quickly as they can. Do you look at this title fight and sort of think, which one I'd rather fight if I win this Saturday?
All right. So guys, we have a complete opposite of Khalil Roundtree here. Kayla Harrison is going to show you how to promote a fight. Here we go.
I love you too. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't look at this and, I mean, fill in the blank. It doesn't matter. It's only a matter of time. I'm the uncrowned queen, and first Saturday night I smash Ketlin, and then I come for my title. So enjoy it while you can, ladies.
Exactly. It's very Conor McGregor-ish. She could be copying him because I don't know what her press conferences were like or her trash talk was like when she was in other promotions. But she says, no, it doesn't matter. Put whatever name in the blank. Doesn't matter. Only a matter of time. I'm the uncrowned queen. I'm going to smash her face. That's how you do it.
Earlier this week in an interview with Volkanovski and Dan Hooker, you said that you would elbow Juliana for free. She responded, made some comments about roid rage. Are you sure that wouldn't be a bit more of a personal affair?
Again, I would do that for free, but I really want to be UFC champion. I have more finishes than Juliana has wins, so I don't know what she's talking about. She better slow down.
Juliana, any response?
I know
And she comes with stats. I have more finishes than she has wins.
violence, and Kayla just got.
All right. So Juliana Pena is going to say, I know violence. I'm from Venezuela. I know violence. Who cares? And then she's going to say, she just got here.
I know violence, and Kayla just got here to the scene. As far as I'm concerned,
Just got here. I've won 2 Olympic gold medals. I've been doing.
what does that have to do with being in the UFC?
And I can't stand when fighters do this because they do this for everyone who comes to the UFC. When they know they're inferior and they'll most likely lose, they'll just say, oh, they just got here. You just got here. You're not even. You just got here. Dustin Poirier did that to Michael Chandler. That happened to Michael Venom Page. Happened to Ben Askren. Happened to Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira. You just got here. Like this isn't a game like your other promotion was. This is the UFC. This is the best. You just got here. You don't deserve this. Has nothing to do about deserve because the people who came here, who just got here, when Izzy came in 2018, champion. Alex Pereira, look at him now. Ben Askren. People were more excited about Ben Askren than anyone else in that weight division. And he actually knew how to trash talk. Who else? Michael Venom Page isn't doing too bad. And, well, Michael Chandler, let's not forget, like his last few fights haven't been good, but he knocked out God, see, I'm forgetting so many names because they're so forgettable. The guy who trains with out of New Zealand with Volkanovski and Izzy, he knocks him out in the first fight in 2021, and then cuts a cool ass promo, and they're like, oh yeah, I came out of nowhere. I was supposed to be waiting in line. Look at me now. And he got a title fight later that year. Yeah. Oh, and when Dustin Poirier was telling Michael Chandler, like, oh, you're new to the UFC. You haven't been here. You don't know. Dustin Poirier, remember, before they fought, he was scared of Michael Chandler and would not fight Michael Chandler. Dustin Poirier even admitted, yeah, I didn't want to fight him. I was scared.
What does that have to do with being in the UFC? As far as I'm concerned, the last time she faced a Brazilian, she came running into the UFC. So if I have anything to say about it...
You started your career in 2009. You're 10-5. I started in 2018, and I'm 17-1.
Yeah, it's easy to be 17-1 when you're fighting frickin' tomato cans.
Who have you fought?
What was that? Who have you?
Who gave her a mic?
The same person that gave you one, sweetie.
And a question for Ketlin.
She heard exactly what she said, but still said, what was that? And then proceeds to acknowledge what she asked. She heard what she said. Wow. That's what Dana White does when he needs a little bit more time to come up with a response. What? I said that?
And Caitlin, obviously you see Kayla getting involved in that title picture. Do you think maybe she's overlooking you this Saturday?
Caitlin, você vê o pessoal falando da Kayla, para talvez ter uma oportunidade de um título. Você acha que ela está simplesmente te subestimando?
Eu acho que alguém precisa beliscar ela, que ela tá sonhando.
I think somebody needs to pinch her because she's dreaming.
The champion, Raquel Penn.
We'll see.
Here. Fighter. So,
all right. So they get to Raquel Pennington.
She also said to me today, you know, like
she's getting booed, as you can hear.
Like you are.
You could see her face just change when she's hearing those boos.
She also said.
All right. We'll go back to some real trash talk. 25:36 in the video.
Campeão.
Na minha luta, acho que isso aí é...
Estão esquecendo de você?
Cara, eu tô focada na minha luta, acho que isso aí é... Ela tem que se preocupar, meu foco é ela. Na minha mente, quem tá com o cinturão na cintura realmente é ela. E sábado à noite ela vai ver que espera ela.
Listen, I have to focus on my fight. That's all I care about. That's all my focus. And actually, in my mind, she's got the belt, and I need to take care of her. Like, that's how I approach a fight. So on Saturday, she'll see.
It's funny because she's talking about Kayla Harrison, and she's like, in my mind, she's got the belt, not Raquel Pennington. But she does the typical, oh, I'm just need to stay focused. I'm focused. Blah 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 blah. Let's see Kayla's response.
And Kayla, can you respond to her answer?
Yeah, I think. Let's go! Let's go!
I will say though, her yelling to the crowd like "Love you too, let's go." That's a little bit cringe, but it's okay.
Listen, everybody's tough until you beat them. I'm going in there. I'm still the new kid on the block. I know I have stuff to prove. I know that I'm not done yet. And I'm going to smash Caitlin's skull on Saturday night. And then I'm going to go get my belt. But first things first, all respect to Caitlin. She's a hell of a fighter. She's a God-fearing woman. I have nothing but respect for her. But Saturday night, there will be blood.
What she does, which is really good, because Conor McGregor used to do this, or I mean, he still does. Give a visual representation. She says, I'm going to smash her skull in. And she keeps saying this. Remember when Conor said, your nose is going to be plastered on the other side of your face, then you're going to know I'm not all talk. When you wake up with your nose plastered on the other side of your face, you know I'm not all talk. People need to do this more. Create a visual representation.
Eu não consigo entender como que ela vai amassar meu crânio se ela é totalmente dependente do grappling. Ela não consegue dar um soco sequer.
I don't know how you're going to smash my skull if you're totally depending on grappling. You can't even punch once.
I'm better than you ever were, honey. And have you seen these elbows?
Você só tem isso para oferecer, apenas isso.
That's all you got. That's all you got.
I'm a black belt. BJJ black belt. I have 2 belts.
I have 2 gold medals and 2 world titles.
Isso aqui não é judô. This no judo. This MMA. This no judo. This I see you. I see you.
I see you soon.
Saturday. Oi? I see you. I show you.
Okay.
Eu espero que você tenha gás para lutar comigo. Você não sabe o que te espera.
I hope you have the stamina to fight me. You don't know what's coming for you.
We'll find out.
Você vai ver que a força é ruim quando
You don't know what's coming for you. Great trash talk.
acaba.
You get to see that, you get to see how bad things are. It's going to be over at one point. You're going to run out of gas.
I'm gonna run out of gas. You're in for a long night, honey. Sleep good tonight. Sleep.
Pra você, vai ser difícil dormir bem olhando essa tua cara feia. Pra mim vai ser muito difícil dormir bem.
It's going to be, listen, it's going to be hard for you. It's going to be really hard looking at your ugly face. For me, it's going to be okay when you look in the mirror.
I don't know if he got confused. He's trying to say it's going to be hard looking at your face when we fight, or it's going to be hard looking in the mirror for you after we fight because I'm going to mess up your face.
My mom thinks I'm pretty.
Porra, se a tua mãe não achar.
But then it gets a little cringe. She just talks about my mom thinks I'm pretty, and then my kids think I'm pretty. Conor McGregor trash talk would have been like, I get scared when I see myself in the mirror. I give myself frights when I see myself in the mirror too. If any of you remember that. Ooh. All right. 2850. Now let's just do this.
Bom pra você.
Good for you.
Juliana, yesterday, Ketlin referred to you as a dog in a derogatory way. I'm not sure if you heard that and if you have a response.
No, I didn't hear that, and I don't have a response.
Why don't you have a response? So the woman who you'll be fighting next, if you win Saturday night, called you a dog. And she's sitting right next to you. And you don't have a response to promote your fight in the future. They are stupid.
This question is for Juliana Pena, another one. You said yesterday that Raquel wasn't a good representative of the division. If you were to regain that title on Saturday night, what would you do better to represent that division better?
All right, so Raquel Pennington obviously isn't a good representation of the division. She just won a vacant title by decision, obviously. But I'm sure it was an exciting fight because, I did not watch that. And she gets asked, how will you represent the division? Because you said she's not a good representation. So when you're champion, how will you represent the division? You can have some stoic, low tone, short response. Just amazing response. So many things you can say. Or just say vulgar things to anything. But watch what she does.
I was on the Ellen Show. I was on Good Morning America.
Oh my God. I did not hear this the first time. When I first watched this, I was on the Helen Show. I was on the this is actually funny, guys, because I totally didn't hear the Ellen part when I first listened to this. What a disgrace.
To represent that division better.
How do you represent the division of women's bantamweight division? Yeah, 135. How do you represent this division?
I was on the Ellen Show. I was on.
Dude. Thank goodness for Kayla Harrison. Thank God she is in the UFC now, ready to check all these women. And if you watch to the end of the video, what she says at the very end is awesome.
On Good Morning America, I did a tour. I threw the ball at New York. I threw it in Chicago. I went to.
She was at Good Morning America. She threw a ball in New York and Chicago. I guess at the baseball diamond. You're gonna hear boos soon.
The LA games for the Ducks, for the Anaheim Ducks. I was all over the place. I was at every single UFC event. I was doing the most and bringing attention to the women's division. I feel like at the end of the day, it's important to get more women a part of the sport, to grow mixed martial arts for women, and to.
People don't want women's mixed martial arts to grow, and she keeps looking at the crowd because they keep booing her, and she just cares so much. That's not how you bring attention to the sport. Going to some Red Sox game with some baseball fans where there's probably not many of them in the crowd and throwing a baseball at halftime, or do they even have half times? When they don't even know who you are, doesn't bring more eyes to the sport. Trash talking. And that trash talking going on the internet brings more eyes to the sport.
Set that stage for little girls and give them something.
Wait, is Ellen's show even on anymore still? And who watches Good Morning America?
To look up to. So for me,
I'm sorry, I'm going to keep pausing it, guys. Even her own eyes, she doesn't even believe this.
I felt like I did a better job when I had the belt, and that's what I'm going for again.
Thank you. And for Khalil, right over here, you said or talked about all the adversity that you had to come throughout your mixed martial arts journey days ahead of that opportunity.
All right. His adversity, and again, we're going to get a absolute banger of a response here.
To challenge for the title, man. How does it make you feel?
I would say, at the moment, the main thing I'm thinking about is like, ask yourself this.
But dear God, he's about to give a self-help YouTube video. It's like, you ever, one of those YouTube videos you see, the self-help, how to get through life easier or something. And it's literally, he's doing a skit of a YouTube video right here. Watch.
Question, right? Everybody in the crowd, ask yourself this question. Like, what do you want?
All right, I'm going to save you all the headache and skip through this bullshit. Because I know I don't want to listen to that. That's what I want, Khalil. All right, we go to 38:20 because that was horrendous to listen to the first time.
Me senti prejudicada, eu não acho justo uma pessoa que está chegando agora passar na minha frente. Então, é realmente justo.
So she is so good, Kayla Harrison, that even when she's not, like, the camera's not focused on her and she's not speaking, even her body movements are goated.
É uma pessoa que está chegando agora passar na minha frente. Então, realmente, quando eu abri a boca para falar, foi realmente desabafo de tudo que eu estava sentindo.
I respect
she does the impatient finger tapping. She does the, like, hurry up.
All the athletes here, and actually just to be in the UFC is a very important feat, and I respect everything they've done. What I don't respect, and I feel that I was unfairly treated, and I needed to come out and say, is for you to skip the line. You just came out. I know you have a great history in judo, and I respect that, but if you to skip.
So this is what's happening. These women in the UFC, and men too, they just cry. They skip the line. They skip the line. They don't deserve this. If they're able to come into the UFC and completely destroy the champion, like, which Kayla Harrison would destroy Raquel Pennington, she didn't skip the line. And Kayla Harrison's response is very good here. Because this is what they do. They just complain about skipping lines and that she's on steroids.
Skip the line, I feel that's a little bit too much. We worked so hard for this, and think about myself. I mean, since 2018, first I beat Sarah McMahon. I thought I have a shot at the title. Then I go out there and beat Kat Zingano, the girl that actually beat Amanda Nunes. I thought I had a shot at the title. Then I beat two former champions, and I thought I'm going to have a shot at the title. And all of a sudden, you come out here and you skip the line. And actually, I had a loss then, and I had a loss to Raquel Pennington. Somebody, the current champion, someone who I admire.
Oh, she lost to Raquel Pennington? Well, this doesn't matter anymore.
A lot, and someone who I think I mirror myself and my game and the way.
And also, there's no such thing as a line. If you bring pay-per-views, you will skip the line. Okay? If you bring pay-per-views, you will skip the line to the title. Follow the money. All that matters is the money, which they still don't understand this.
Way I behave myself, because I think that coming here and actually being a champion is more than just what you do. Just coming here and staying a lot of baloney is actually a behavior. So I respect a lot of people. I respect all the athletes.
Oh my gosh. Her AA meeting, confession, therapy session, whatever, is still going.
They're great lads to be here, but I felt unfairly treated for having somebody to skip the line because I deserved that chance, and that's why I became more vocal.
Listen, this is the.
All right. I'll play the response here, but what would have been the best is if Kayla Harrison started to fake cry and been like, "Oh, I've been unfairly treated." This girl would probably cry right now if she did that. That would have been so funny. All right, here's her response.
This is the difference between me and all of these girls. I come here and they complain she skipped the line, she's on steroids, it's not fair, she shouldn't do this, she shouldn't do that. If this was my division and I was the champion, I would say, come the fuck over and I'll show you who's champion.
All right, good note on which to end. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Great response. Great response. She just said, I wouldn't complain about you skipping the line. I'd say, yeah, come fight me then. I'll show you who's the fuck the champion is. I literally did this in real life. If anyone still made it this far in the video, this happened to me in real life. Someone, when I was living in a different country, they got into a Facebook altercation with me, and they learned that I was from a Western country, and started to say like I'm a snowflake, or I take offense, or I'm triggered, or I'm a liberal or something. And then I'm like, I have a weak Western mindset or something. So I said like, let's meet. We can go and meet somewhere and I'll show you my weak Western mindset. They didn't show up. But that's a great response to have by Kayla Harrison. Yeah, just call them out like, yeah, I'll show you. Let's do it. I'll show you. All right, guys. Hope you like this one. And I will see you in the next video.